Okay, so for me, I'm not a huge blues player, but when I hear someone like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Matthew Scott, some of these really cool blues players, obviously Jimi Hendrix, these people, you know, some of them still alive. As I say, this video sort of helped out in a big way by Matthew Scott's video on getting Stevie Ray Vaughan tone. And anyway, so this is a relatively straightforward preset. And again, another thing about some of these videos, you see people using the same gear as you and stuff, and you think, oh, that's a great tone, but they don't necessarily show you how to do it. That's what I try to do on this channel. So feel free to like and subscribe if you think that's something worth doing. So here's the crux of this tone. We've got the twin, Fender Twin, volume all the way up. This is something that Stevie used to do, apparently. Bass at about 4. The mids, it's kind of scooped at 0.2. Treble at 8.3, presence at 4.8, channel volume at 8.5, master at 10, sag at 5, hum at 5, ripple at 5, bias kind of hot at 9.1, and bias X at 5. So nothing particularly crazy there going on, although that drive looks quite high for a twin. Probably not the sort of thing you see on a real stage anywhere. And obviously those mids are quite low, but you get this kind of thing. know, quite a glassy kind of thing. Just a big kind of clean tone, I think. So the other aspects of what we got going on, we got hot springs here, dwell at 8.9. We got this in mono since it's before the cab. Springs at 3, drip at medium, and low cut and high cut are where they would be normally. And the mix got set at 18%, so it doesn't take over too much. This is the real crux of the tone. We got a dual cab 1x15 Ampeg B15. So apparently Stevie Ray Vaughan used to use 15-inch speakers in his vibe reverbs and stuff. And I thought, well, we don't have anything like that in the Helix. Oh, but we do have 15-inch bass cabs. So I thought, well, let's just try this. So 57 dynamic, 1 inch away, 8 kilohertz high cut, 57% reflections. And then we're using the 121 ribbon, distance again 1 inch away, 56% reflections and 8 kilohertz high cut. And you know, that's quite a cool sound, I think. You don't need to do any big EQs or anything to get rid of any of that brightness. You got the presence here at 4.8, quite high. Something that I've never tried before, but I think I'll be doing more of. And I think a 15-inch speaker in theory might have a bit more of a scooped tone than a 10-inch or a 12-inch, I think. But if you had some 15-inch IRs, something in that kind of JBL 15-inch realm, that might also be a really good option for this. And then I've got a Tile Legacy reverb at the end here, 5.2 decay, 20 milliseconds pre-delay, 138 low cut. I think this is all bog standard stuff. I've just got the mix at 32%, and this is like a room sound, basically. That's where it would be by default. And then this was thanks to Joanne Lauer, but like a kind of really cool studio, maybe stage kind of vibe. Then the only other aspect to really worry about, we got a Scream 808 Ibanez Tube Screamer, the gain at 1.3, the tone at 7.8, the level at 8.2. You may want to tame that back depending on how much push it's giving you into the Fender. The other thing actually I've got going on is I've got the input. I was liking it better like this, actually. I'll show you. So basically you get more of the string noise and more of that kind of fullness of tone with the auto impedance set to 1 mega ohm. So it's not getting the impedance dropped by the Screamer or by the fuzz face. Now I know a lot of people will tell you otherwise, and for authenticity's sake, I think you might want to consider doing that the auto way. However, I feel like I'm getting more of the kind of string noise coming through, which is what I think of when I think of this kind of tone. And we've already got a fairly darkish tone from the Ampeg cab, so for me I didn't want to lose any of the kind of string brightness by the auto impedance circuit. So that's how I've got that set up. So the Screamer, and then maybe consider a fuzz face. And the same thing going on with that impedance. The thing that you find if you have the fuzz face with that auto impedance on instead of set to 1 mega ohm is that you won't really be able to do this cleaning up thing. Whereas I can clean this up really nicely if I've got this set to 1 mega ohm because my guitar doesn't have a treble bleed. So those are the settings for Big Blues. Let me know in the comments if you want me to drop it into the folder. Let me know if you dug that as a tone. Let me know if you thought that was an okay idea, or if you've got some suggestions for people to check out of IRs in the 15-inch kind of realm. Leave them a comment and let them know. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you'd like and subscribe, that would help out in a big way, I think. Leave a comment. Cheers, happy bluesing.